Okay. How you doing? We're the CCB MBA Summer Program Group, in the Management 401 class. I'm Matt Chiracosta.
Kevin Tosh. I'm Angel Duarte.
My name is Junior Perdomo.
We're going to bring you through our project right now, what we aim to do. So, excuse me one sec. So a quick background about the Charlton College of Business. The new CC building was implemented just last year of 2016. Again, this was a great, outstanding achievement that we did for the business students here at UMass, showing that we actually care and actually have a dedicated school just for them to go to instead of throwing them around campus everywhere. It's home to roughly 2,000 graduate and undergraduate students right now, and it makes up a decent chunk of the actual majors that are here at UMass Dartmouth. Further looking into it is that it's accredited by the AACSB, which is only about fewer than 30% of all businesses around the country right now are actually accredited by them. So it's a huge standpoint for them to say that we do have the proper accreditation from a very well-renowned source. And again, the modern design and implementation of the building itself is just amazing to have students from all around the world come and see what we can have to offer for our business students here.
All right, so our mission is the Charlton College of Business understands that the world of tomorrow will be built by students in our classes now and students like you. So basically what CCB is trying to do is prepare us for the real life world out there that's waiting for us after we graduate school. And their vision is, our goal is to help you develop the knowledge and skills you need to progress business leaders and good citizens. So technically, they want us to be ready. They want us to represent UMass Dartmouth while we become successful, while we're outside of the real world. Our goals and our objectives is to make campus feel more homey for international students, make them feel like they're at home while they're here. Because I know that over the summer, when we're done with school, we go back at home with our families. We get to spend time and for 3 months, and they get to stay here, not knowing nobody, not being around their family, friends from back home. So we're trying to work something out where they can meet people and feel more safe while being here, more like a home experience rather than trying to drop out midway. And I'm gonna talk about our initial issues and concerns. The issues we went through during this process was that we tried to create a survey, try to get it out to the international students. It was pretty hard because some students, like me, sometimes I do it too. I look at the survey and sometimes I won't even take it because it has nothing to do with me. But that was pretty hard because it took a lot of time to get data back. And also, our concerns is promotional strategies to spread awareness, such as create somehow a program where we can spread out the word, such as building flyers. Probably we were talking about getting a billboard and a commercial, because we know UMass Amherst and SNU have a great way that they commercial their school as like the best school around here. So
as mentioned before, we are doing surveys for the graduate students to take where they can have events and such over the summertime while they're staying here. So big issue with having these events is that this is a first time deal, so there's no information on this event. We're just doing it from the ground up, and so we have to come up with a way to spread the word on these programs, whether it be through flyers, Facebook, Twitter, or the UMassD pages. After the conclusion of our surveys, we plan to narrow down the events we came up with, and hopefully Melissa can choose the one she wants. Obviously, we have multiple events planned, or multiple ideas for events to do, but considering that the CCB has their own budget and students also have a very limited budget. We needed to narrow down our choices to what they can afford, what they like. So after doing that, we're gonna track down the people in charge of the programs and see what the costs are and what we can do. Yeah. So as mentioned earlier, we have events planned out or ideas. And one of our events we thought of was going to Providence to attend music concerts. It's about half a dozen of music concerts and festivals over the summertime. Providence is only 30 minutes away, so you can either drive there, take a bus, or take a train. It's not that far, and all the concerts are free, so it's great for the students, like to experience our music and to get to enjoy Providence.
One of the other events that we came up with is the Newport Art Museum has something called the Mystery at the Museum. The Mystery at the Museum. What this is basically a mystery/scavenger hunt game that people are going to be able to play at the actual museum itself in Newport. So people are going to be able to go there and they basically stage a fake killing or murder or something that happened to a person there, and the people that are at the museum have to basically play it as a game and figure out each step along the way. How did this happen? What were the clues? So again, it's just a very fun and engaging thing for people to get into. And again, it just brings all the students together and works with their communication, problem-solving skills, and everything that we need to be good collaborators, which is huge in the business world, because they're going to be working with people, against people, solving every problem in the world while making new problems, while trying to solve those.
All right. So another event is attended to our Pawtucket Sox games. I particularly like this idea. I'm a baseball fan. I'm a baseball enthusiastic. And what a best way to see the rising stars for the Boston Red Sox to go to Pawtucket, that is like less than 40 minutes away. And what is important is that tickets are only $6 to $40, depending on where you want to sit or where you want to go. It depends. But the tickets are super cheap, and you don't have to go all the way to Boston to see rising stars and see our popular players. So I think this is a good event, especially for international students that are most likely like sport events. So this will be a great idea. Another thing, awareness and promotion. We like to utilize the UMass EDU page and the Facebook page like Black Market, Class of 17 through 2020 to promote programs, because every student is all in there and they normally check in, plus they get notification when somebody posts something. So that will attract more students and to spread more the words.
So our next steps would be talking to the people in charge of the programs, such as whoever runs the games at the Pawtucket Sox games, or who sets up the events at the music festivals, or who's in charge of the horror night at the museum. It's by doing that, we can get down the numbers and figure out how many people can attend, how much it's going to cost for those people to attend, and what type of transportation we're going to need. And of course, after getting all that information, we're going to hand out all of that to the students so they know what they want, what day it is, what they plan out in their schedule. Of course, and hopefully later on in the line, we'll set this program up for sure. Just have students and interns take over.
So getting students, interns, and volunteers involved will be huge to benefit it even more by getting the international students directly involved with planning these activities, talking to their friend groups, talking to their peer groups, whoever they play on the same team with, clubs, organizations. All these groups are definitely, we weren't in our management class, people that are hiring groups of people because they work together better and they know each other better is definitely going to be beneficial to get this program to be successful. This next slide is actually pertain to Junior himself, Junior being the international student, so I'll let you take it away.
So I can relate a little bit more with the international student because I'm an international myself. I'm not like this gentleman next to me. I wasn't born here. I came in at not early age. I came in when I was 12, turning to 13. So I know kind of the struggle of learning English. I know some of the phases they might face because I know on myself learning English was a huge obstacle. It took me at least 2 years, even though I still have some problems, as you can tell by my accent. But I can relate a little bit. I do feel that the school helps a lot with the writing center, with peer counseling, and having TAs and helping people to help with the homework or paper or project. So I do feel like the school give the help needed to the student as long as the student reach out to those opportunities and they express that those opportunities are there. My only concern is with the new presidency is how it's gonna affect the international student coming here or the international program in general. I hope it is not because it's growing and it's helping the country. Plus, it's helping those international kids. And in my side of view, I would like to see more of those coming in and out of the United States. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Junior, for that. So finally, we're going to talk about what we actually learned from this. The great thing, I think personally, that was the best for me was working directly with the CCB, mainly not because it's just an accredited business through the AACSB, not just because it's the school that I go to, but also because this is the world that we're going to be living in, is the business world, and no one else has prepared us better for that than actually being at the CCB, talking with these professors, talking with these managers, talking with students, secretaries. Anyone can give you information that you didn't think you'd have before, and networking is endless in the CCB. So I think that was a huge benefit for us.
Well, what I learned was what CCB program has to offer. So if in the long run I would like to join the CCB program, I already know what it has to offer and what to expect. So I think that was pretty cool learning while doing this project.
For me, it was a great way to learn how to communicate better and properly with professionals as well as peers. Because communication is key to success. So it's great to hone in on my skills.
Working with this group, it just opened my mind more about the MBA program because I was not too crazy about it, to be honest. I did want to get at least a master's degree, but now I'm more interested in going for the MBA. I actually like the fact that we did research for events, especially for international students, because I do feel like there's nothing for them to do here at the end of the school year. So what's the point of them being here? So us being doing this and just giving the school and those international students more abilities to participate and learn more about the community we are living for the months that we're here. And that was a new experience for me.
Questions? Any concerns? Anything like that? Why are you guys so cool? I don't know, because we are. Thank you.
Thank you.